Shalom to the elect of Israel, to the hopeful elect of Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indian, and Haitians. Gotta give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Wahashim, Yahweh Shah, the Most High, the Heavenly Father. His Hebrew name is Yahweh, not Yahweh, not Jehovah, not God, not Elohim, not Most High, not Lord, not Yah, not Jah, not Ahaya, not Allah. It's Yahweh. His only begotten son name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shah, not Yahshua, not Yeshua, not Jesus Christos, not Jesus Christ, not Serapis Christus, not Yeshaya, not Yehoshua. It's Yahweh Shah. So gotta give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rekah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who rule well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders over all of Israel, whether you can accept it or not. And a sincere salutation to all the Akim pushing this truth and believing this truth throughout the four winds of the earth, the entire world, waking up the hopeful elect. And Shalom to the Awathium, to the Agwath who are listening and learning, the few sisters who are listening and learning. I'm Isaiah from the GMS Orlando camp coming at you another lesson in truth, facts, faith, and edification, another daily edification. The Lord's willing. This be edifying. And Shalom to everybody on comment board. Shalom to the Akim and Agwath. Yahweh Shema Shah, Ba'ashem Kakadash, Barakatham. Shalom for tuning in, the water. So this is part 2 to the lesson that I did yesterday. There is only one nation that have dominion over the world. So Lord willing, this be edifying. It was going to be a 2-part. It was too much to get it all in yesterday. So Lord willing, I can finish it today. So the first precept I'm going to start with, because you got these jakes, they're talking about, and you got these heathens talking about they was done away with, right? The Idumeans were done away with, right? But you have scholars that wrote books and said that they are from the lineage of Esau, right? You got William Beeston, who wrote the book, The Roman Empire, the Empire of the Edomites, right? Is these guys just writing these books for nothing? Then you had this other guy, Charles Wiseman, who wrote the book, Who is Esau Edom? Now this is before Jake, way before Jake came into the truth, right? This is way back early times, right? So you telling me these guys just wrote these books just to be writing books? No, man. Let's start with this. This is Psalms 64 and verse 7. It reads, but power shall shoot at them with an arrow, suddenly shall they be wounded, so they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away, right? So they said the Lord is going to wound them. Suddenly, everything that was hid, let's read this. Let's get these 2 precepts to go what I'm finna do. This is Matthew 10 and 26. It reads, fear them not, therefore, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, and hid that shall not be known. I did a lesson a couple of weeks ago, and I titled it The Cause and Effect. Because, see, they know one of the main reasons they're going to come out with great wrath is because their time running out, right? They time running out. They can't get you back, Jake. They can kill some of us, but they can't get you back fully, man. And they can't get the birthright. So that's why they're going to come down with great wrath. And I was meditating at the plantation last night. Another good reason, great reason why they're going to come down with great wrath is because the Lord exposed them. They have been exposed, right? Again, it say Matthew 10 and 26. Fear them not, therefore, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, and hid that shall not be known. So they have been exposed. The Lord says he's going to make them bear. Everybody will know who they are, man, right? So this is on top of them losing the birthright and they can't get it back. They can't fully take you Jakes down, right? They can't, and they know they only have a short time. So these are the things that's going to bring the heavy wrath, man. Now they have now since Yahweh Shema Shah have exposed them, they left in the opening, man. Right? So let's get this other one. This is Luke 8 and 17. For nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad. Right? Now, you have these scholars that wrote these books. I have one right here. It's called The Roman Empire, the Empire of the Edomite, right? This guy who wrote this book, his name is William Beeston, okay? This is page 4. This is what he say. It say, the Romans came from Esau, who is Edom. Is this not the name of the book that Charles Wiseman wrote, Who is Esau, Edom? It said the Romans came from Esau, who is Edom, and Italy is the Idumea, Rome, the Basra of the Hebrew prophets, right? So this book, the Roman Empire, the Empire of the Edomite, right? This guy, Charles Wiseman. Now, me and the brothers had the book. We paid $20 for it. We don't know what happened to the book. Some kind of way it got away from us. I don't know what happened. We don't know what happened to the book. It wound up missing. We paid $20 for the book. But the book is called Who is Esau Edom, right? But I got it on PDF. So I'm going to read just one point out this book. We had the book. We don't know what happened to it. But you know, it is what it is. So this book, let me pull the page up real quick. Right here. Let's see if I can get it in now. Who is Esau Edom? Okay. I'm reading the point from this book. The point I'm going to read from is on page 5. This is what it say. Then we're going to get some precepts. Hey, cause this is basically this is overkill, man. The scriptures is an overkill, but this is just further understanding, man. It's the legacy of Esau Edom. This page 5 in the book, Who is Esau Edom? It said the life and history of Esau. Esau was the firstborn of Isaac, and thus was heir to the birthright, derived from the direct racial lineage of Adam to Noah to Abraham. Thus, Esau was racially an Adamite, a Semite, or Shemite, it should say. It's a Semite, a Shemite, and a Hebrew, the racial stock of the white race. Okay? Now, this is Charles Wiseman who wrote this. Who is Esau Edom book, right? So you got William Beeston, the Roman Empire, the Empire of the Edomites. When you go to the encyclopedia, the 1971 encyclopedia, it tell you in there that Edom is modern day Jewry, man. Right? Elder Malcolm brought this out years ago, man. Years ago. That Edom is modern day Jewry, man. So you got William Beeston and you got Charles Wiseman, which we had the book, don't know what happened to it. You telling me these guys just wrote these books for no reason, man? No, the Lord put the spirit on these guys to write these books, man. For what? For our further edification. Okay. The water, I got that too. This is so understanding these things, man. Jake want to be super deep, talking about Esau the Idumeans is not the Edomites. Okay. Whatever. But you know what? The Lord say, there's nothing that was hid that shall not be known. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. It reads, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, which we had to do. We had to fall away from who we were, right? Till you in Jeremiah 17, the Lord said he was going to turn his face from us, right? He was going to scatter us into all lands. When you read Hosea 8 and 8, it said what? Israel is swallowed up. Now are they among the Gentiles, wherein vessels of no pleasure, right? So the Lord took, we had to fall away, right? That's why, real quick, when you read in Acts chapter 1, verse 6, this is what the apostles asked Yahushua. When they therefore were come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel? And he said unto them, it is not for you to know the times or the seasons which the Father hath put in his own power. But ye shall receive power after that the Holy Spirit to come upon you, and ye shall be witnesses unto me, both in Jerusalem and in Judea, and in all in Salakia, and in all Judea and in Samaria, and unto the utmost parts of the earth. So Yahushua said, listen, you went about the wrong thing, just go teach the word, man. Right? It ain't for you to know at this time. My Father have put it in his time, in his own power. Just go teach the word, push this gospel. That's all you need to worry about, right? And when he had spoken these things, while they had beheld, he was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight. So he said, it is not for you to know at this time or the season which the Father had put in his own hands. So it wasn't time. It wasn't time, right? But they knew who they were during this time. So back in 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3, it say, let no man deceive you by any means, for that they shall not come except that come and fall on the way first, which we had to fall away. Now, all the captivities that Israel went through, we knew that we knew that we was the Hebrew Israelites, except for here in Babylon the Great, right? Hosea 1 and 10, in the place where it was said to them, you are not my people, there it shall be said to you, you are the sons of the living power, right? So the Lord took it, and he has given it back to us, man, right? He put the spirit, hey, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema, Shai put the spirit on this guy, on the elder Abba Bivens, to bring forth the light, man. Okay? It say, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. You gotta do your history, go do some research, and you can go straight to these scriptures and start with Genesis 3 with the serpent seed line, right? With the serpent and his seed, because it tell you that he has a physical seed on earth, right? When you go through the scriptures and read about the seed of the serpent in the garden, you're gonna understand. It's only one nation of people, man, that control the earth, right? By the sword and through wickedness, man. It say, who opposeth, these are above. This is a clear indication of who we dealing with. Verse 4 say, who opposeth, meaning to be total opposite, and exalt himself above all that is called God. The Chinese ain't doing this. The Japanese ain't doing this. The East Indians, these Pakistanians, these in the East Indian, they ain't doing this. The Hamites is not playing this, man. They ain't playing God. It said, who opposeth and exalted himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, Jesus Christos, right? So that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God, right? Verse 7 say, verse 5 say, remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. You see? So he has been revealed, man. For the mystery of iniquity doeth already work. Only he who now letteth will let. Who is that? Yahweh. Well, Yahweh Shai is letting it play out until he be taken out of the way. And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, which is his messengers, his men, his prophets, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, which is what? With the chariots and the angels. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, who was in the garden, the seeds of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders. You see, he shall be revealed, man. That's why they're gonna come down with great wrath, man, because the Lord have exposed them. Now the brother, GMS Saints of the Most High, put up Jeremiah 4:9 and 10, which is one of the scriptures that I got on my list. But I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, and he is not. So the Lord say he have uncovered them, meaning he have made them known to the rest of the planet who we dealing with, man. Who we dealing with is the physical seeds of Satan, man. This is Second Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 9. Let's read it. Let's read 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the pardon asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first, and the beginning of it that followeth? The beginning of what that followeth? The kingdom of heaven. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born, of him Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. The hand of the man is between the heel and the hand. Other questions Ezra asked thou not. And you people want to discard the Apocrypha, but Ezra is the name of Ezra in the Bible, man. It just spelled different. It's the same Ezra in the Bible, Ezra. It just spelled different, man. Okay? In my 1465 Bible that I have, my King James 1465 Bible, it tell you that Ezra name was changed to Esdras. Okay? This is the same guy, man. So it say Esau is the end of the world. Who's in rulership? You got to remember the Roman Empire, the Empire of the Edomite, right? Let's get this account. This is what Yahushua said. This is Matthew 22 and 15. Listen to this. Then when the Pharisees, it said, then went the Pharisees and took counsel how they might entangle him in his talk. And they sent out unto him the disciples with the Herodians, saying, Master, we know that thou art true and teachest the way of God in truth. Neither carest thou for any man, for thou regardest not the persons of men. For thou regardest not the person of men. Tell us therefore, what thinkest thou? Is it lawful to give tribute unto Caesar or not? And I was looking up, I was going through today, early this morning, looking at the Antonine dynasty, right? And I got two videos, and they was going through all the emperors of Rome, right? Starting from Julius Caesar, all the way till you got the 96, was that 96 AD, when they started hitting Nerva. Then you had Hadrian, then you had Marcus Aurelius and Commodus, all the way through to Constantine, right? Because for 1,000 years, that's when Jake took over for 1,000 years. So you had Jakes all up in there from 96 AD, the rulers in the Holy Roman Empire, the Roman Empire period, the branch off or the pagan Roman Empire. You had the Holy Roman Empire. Jake was in there for 1,000 years. I was just going through that, right? So Yahushua said, they said, tell us therefore, what thinkest thou? Is it lawful to give tribute unto Caesar or not? This is what Yahushua said. But Yahushua perceived their wickedness and said, why tempteth ye me, ye hypocrites? This is the Lord giving us clear understanding, man. Verse 19, Matthew 22 and 19, show me the tribute money, right? And they brought unto him a penny. Man, I don't even got now. Right? And they brought unto him a penny. And he said unto them, who is this image and superscription? They said unto him, Caesar's. Then said he unto them, render therefore unto Caesar the things which are Caesar's, and unto God the things that are God's. The point. He said, show me the tribute money. And they brought unto him a penny. And he said unto them, who is this image and superscription on the money? Who face on the money today? Don't worry, we'll wait. Who face on the money? The same ones whose face was on the money during that time, man. They said Caesar's face is on the money, right? Who is Caesar? Caesar was an Edomite, man, right? This is Ezekiel 28. I'm going to start at verse 1. It reads, the word of the Lord Yahweh came again unto me, saying, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, thus saith the Lord Yahweh power, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a God, I sit in the seat of God, in the midst of the seas, yet thou art a man and not God, though thou set thy heart as the heart of God. Now, it said the prince of Tyrus, right? When you read, when you go back in Genesis and read about um Esau, Edom, where did they go? They went and took over the land of the Horites, man. Where was the Horites living at? They was living in Mount Seir, man. Okay? Esau took that over, man. Right? Because they had no certain dwelling place. The scripture tell you that. They are fugitives and vagabonds, all the way back from Cain, man. They came like a reincarnation, man. Right? They are fugitives and vagabonds, man. They have no certain dwelling place. The same way they tell you when you read in Genesis 4, that Cain was a tiller of the field. What's Esau? Esau, a man of the field, a cunning hunter, man. It said Cain was a tiller of the ground. Tell you that Esau is a man of the field, a cunning hunter. These are the same two people, man. Just like Abel was a keeper of sheep. What was Jacob, man? A plain man dwelling in the tents, man. What do a man of the Lord do? They keepers of sheep, man. We feed the sheep. That's what we do, man. Okay. Abel is Jacob and Cain is Esau, man. And if you can't get it, then you just can't get it. Read the scriptures. They all link together, man. So Esau took over the land of the Horites, man, which they was living in Mount Seir. If you go and read this in the scripture. So it say, verse 3, Ezekiel 28:3, behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee, right? You can't hide none from them, man. This is the Lord using Tyrus as Esau, man. You can't hide none from them, man. They have all the technology on the planet, man. Right? They satellites everywhere. They got everything under surveillance, man. Right? Big brother, the all-seeing eye. You can't hide nothing from them, man. It said, behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. So like there is no secret that they can hide from thee. This is the point. This is overkill. Just in Ezekiel 28 to prove to you who was controlling the earth. Verse 4 reads, with thy wisdom and with thy understanding hast thou gotten thee riches. Right? It said it, and when you read in Job, that Job 21:13, it said they spend their days in wealth, man, but in a moment go down to the grave, right? It said, with thy wisdom and with thy understanding, thou hast gotten thee riches and hast gotten gold and silver into thy treasures. Listen to this, verse 5. By thy great wisdom and by thy traffic hast thou increased thy riches, and thy heart is lifted up because of thy riches. What did the Lord say in Jeremiah 5 and like in James 5:1? Your gold and silver is cankered, your garments are moth eaten, right? You have heaped treasures together for the last days, right? Ezekiel 28:5. By thy great wisdom and by thy traffic has thou increased thy riches, and thy heart is lifted up because of thy riches. It say by thy traffic. What traffic? Exports and imports. Every state in Babylon the Great has a port, right? Every state got a port, man. Okay? It say by thy great wisdom and by thy traffic has thou increased thy riches. Through what? Through the ports, man. They traffic everything, man. Everything. Any and everything you can think of come through the hands of the Idumeans, man, or the Job 9:24s. Okay? Let's prove that with a scripture. It's Revelation 18 And I'm going to start at 11. Listen to this. And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, who, Babylon the Great, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore. The merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones. What it just said in Ezekiel. Hold on. Let's read it again. Ezekiel 28. Let's read this again. Ezekiel 28 and verse 4. It said, with thy wisdom and with thy understanding, thou hast gotten thee riches, and has gotten gold and silver, which is the main trading, right? Which is the main export and imports. It says, has gotten gold and silver in thy treasures, and by thy wisdom and by thy traffic has thy increased riches, and thy heart is lifted up because of thy riches. Back in Revelation 18 and 11, Revelation 18 and 12, it said, the merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones and of pearls and fine linen and purple and silk and scarlet and all the line wood, and all manner of vessels of ivory, and all manner of vessels of most precious wood, and of brass, and iron, and marble, and cinnamon, and odors, and ointments, and frankincense, and wine. And they love their wine, sellers of wine. Okay, wine everywhere, right? They keep old wine, 1800 this and 1700 this, sellers of wine, right? It say, and wine, and oil, and fine flour, and wheat, and beasts, and sheep, and horses, and chariots, which is cars. It say, and wheat, and beasts. You got all the cattle, all type of animals, cattle, and sheep, and horses, and chariots. All the whips over here, man. All cars, man. Whatever car you can think of, they all here, right? It say, and slaves, and souls of men, and the fruits that thou shalt lust after, and departed from thee, and all things which were dainty and goodly are departed from thee, and thou shalt find them no more at all. The merchants of these things, which were made rich by her, stand far off for the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing. Everything is here, man, right? Through your traffic, man. So let's go back to Ezekiel. Ezekiel 28 and verse 6. Therefore, thus hath the Lord Yahweh power, because thou hast set in thy heart, because thou hast set thy heart as the heart of God. Behold, therefore I will bring strangers upon thee. I will bring strangers upon thee, the terrible of the nations, which is who? Your cousins, your brethren, Russia, right? It tell you in Jeremiah 15 12, your mother shall be so confounded against you, right? So you're gonna be Russia, Great Britain, Turkey, because those Edomites, Turkey, right? And all the other heathen nations, man. It say, but I will bring strangers upon thee, the terror of the nations, and they shall draw their swords against the beauty of thy wisdom. So you think you got the highest technology against these other nations? No, man. Russia got missiles that your defense system won't even pick up, man. Right? It's saying they shall defile thy brightness. All the wisdom not to understand that you have on the left hand side, wisdom of the world, starting with Russia is going is going to destroy you, man. Verse 8, they shall bring thee down to the pit, and thou shalt die the deaths of them that are slain in the midst of the seas, in the midst of many people, many nations. It said, wilt thou yet say before him that slayeth thee, I am God? But thou shalt be a man and no God in the hand of them that slayeth thee. Thou shalt die the deaths of the uncircumcised by the hand of strangers, for I have spoken it, saith the Lord Yahweh power. So these devils is lifted up because of their pride, man. Let me get this. So when you go to just want to read one point in here. This is Psalm 73. me see. Salakia. This Psalm 73 in verse 3. It reads, "For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. For there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men." It's only one people that this applies to, man. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore, pride compasses them about as a chain, violence covered them as a garment. Their eyes stand out with fatness, they have more than heart could wish. It's only one nation of people that this applies to, man. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. They set their mouth against the heavens and their tongues walking through the earth. Who is the heavens? We know this spiritual realm, right? Yahweh Shah. This is talking to you Hebrew Israelites, man. They set their mouth against the heavens. He said that he is God, man. He tell you in Isaiah 14 that he gonna sit in the sides of the north on the congregation, man. They control all religions on the planet Earth. Who do? The Chinese don't. The Japanese don't control everything, man. It's only one nation of people that this applies to, man. It say, therefore his people return hither, and waters of a full cup are wrung out to them. When you go to Isaiah, when you go to Psalm 75, the Lord say, all the wicked of the earth shall wring out his cup, man. They shall drink down the wine. This is verse 11. And they say, who? Esau, Edom, how doeth God know, and is there knowledge in the Most High? Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world, they increase in riches. This is Job 21 and 13. And you got the other nations that got riches, the Arabs, right? Chinese, the Japanese. But who controls the planet? Esau, Edom, man. Job 21 and 13, they spend their days in wealth and in a moment go down to the grave. Therefore they say unto God, depart from us, for we desire not the knowledge of thy ways. What is the Almighty that we should serve him? And what profit should we have if we pray unto him? You see? And they have deceived 2/3 of Jake. Jake said the same thing, man. That's why I tell you in Isaiah 30 and 11, it said, hey, we desire not the knowledge of the Lord, man, right? Move out the way, cause the Holy One of Israel to see from before us. They get that from these devils, man. This is Habakkuk chapter 1 and verse 6. It reads, for lo, I raise up the Chaldeans, that bitter and hasty nation, which shall march through the breadth of the land to possess the dwelling places that are not theirs. What did the conquistadors and Spaniards do? They came over here and possessed a whole nother realm that was not theirs, man. Right? Again, Habakkuk 1 and 6, for lo, I raised up the Chaldeans, that bitter and hasty nation, which shall march through the breadth of the land to possess the dwelling places that are not theirs. Babylon did this too, the ancient Babylon. Right? The Lord said there's nothing new under the sun. He said he required that which is past. That which was shall be again, right? So now you got Babylon the Great that do what? They have marched through the breadth of the earth and have took all dwelling places that is not theirs, man. It say they are terrible and dreadful. Their judgment and their dignity shall proceed of themselves. Their horses also are swifter than the leopards and are more fierce than the evening wolves, and their horsemen shall spread themselves, and their horsemen shall come from far. They shall fly as the eagle that hasteth to eat. It said what? And their horsemen is Salakia, and their horsemen shall spread themselves. Is not Babylon the Great spread out through the four corners of the earth, right? And their horsemen shall come from far. They shall fly as an eagle that hasteth to eat. They shall come all for violence. Their faces shall sup up as the east wind, and they shall gather the captivity as the sand and they shall scoff at the kings, and the princes shall be a scorn unto them. They shall deride every stronghold, for they shall heap dust and take it. You see, who is this? Babylon the Great, man. Esau, Edom. This is Isaiah 29 and 14. It reads, therefore, behold, I will proceed to do a marvelous work among this people, even a marvelous work and a wonder. For the wisdom of their wise men shall perish, and the understanding of the prudent men shall be hid. So you see, the Lord said He's going to take this wisdom, not understanding from them, right? Let's get it right here in Jeremiah. Jeremiah 49 in verse 7. Concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman, his counsel perished from the prudent, is their wisdom vanished. The Lord says He's going to take it. 1 Corinthians 1 and 19 reads, for it is written, I will destroy the wisdom out of the wise, and I bring to nothing the understanding of the prudent. You see, where is the wise? Where is the scribe? Where is the disputer of this world? Have not God made foolishness? Have not God made foolish the wisdom of this world? So everything that's going on, these devils, the Lord have made it revealed, man. Esau is bare. Now we know who he is, according to the scriptures, according to these different books. The encyclopedia, man. Okay. They said Edom is modern day Drury, man. Then you got these guys that wrote these books, William Beeston, Charles Wiseman. Why would they write these books? Because the Lord had to put a spirit on to write these books so we can know who they are, man. It's just more edification. Shalom, Mark. How about Shema Shabrakatah? Shalom. This is Job. As a matter of fact, let's get this in the blue letter. Now, this is Obadiah 1 and 2. Let's read this. This is Obadiah chapter 1, verse 1. The vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord Yahweh power concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord Yahweh, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye and let us rise up against her in battle. Verse 2. Behold, I made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. Let's look into these words. So it said, I have made thee small. Let's look at this word small.
Strong's H 6996. Katan. Pesinius Lexicon. Katan.
So
second entry. Katon.
So he said, I made thee small among the heathen, right? The outline of biblical usage for small is a young, small, insignificant, right? Unimportant. Small, insignificant, young, unimportant. Strong definition. It's a little youngest, younger, least, less, lesser, little one, smallest, small thing, young. It's a literally in quantity, size, or number, right? Or figuratively in age or in importance, least, less, little, small, one, quantity thing, younger, right? Now, it's a smallest or younger, or least, or less, right? Insignificant. When you think about the Lord created 18 nations, right? There's 18 nations on the earth. 18. It's only one nation that's Edomites, man. Right? The other 17 nations, you got the 12 tribes of Israel, right? You so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, U.S. and the Haitians. 12 tribes of Israel, that's one nation, right? Then you got the Edomites, that's just one nation, right? You know, you got these, you got the Russians, Turkey, right? Great Britain, those Edomites, right? They all from one nation, man. The Edomites that scattered out, that control the earth, they all from one nation. Right or wrong? Right. You got the 12 tribes of Israel, one nation. That's two nations, right? The Edomites and the Israelites. You got 16 other nations that's heathens, man. The Lord said he made you small among the heathens, man. Insignificant, man. Right? Unimportant. Now, in this time right now, the Lord gave you the rule of the earth, but basically you are nothing. Why? Why are you insignificant? Why are you unimportant? Because you are the basis of men. You're the basis. You're the lowest of the low, man. Right? It's a young, small, insignificant, unimportant, small, insignificant. Okay? It's a strong definition say literally in quantity, size, or number. So to all 18 nations, you are the smallest nation out of the other 17 heathen nations outside of the 12 tribes of Israel, which is one nation. You Edomites are the smallest nation. You got a whole nother, you the smallest. You control the earth though, right? Let's go to the other word. That was small. Let's look up despise. Listen to this.
Strong's H 959. Bazaar. Bazaar.
Now let's say to despise, hold in contempt, right? Disdain. That's a real buzzword. We're going to look into the word disdain. It said to despise, regard with contempt. To be despised, to be despicable, to be vile, worthless, to cause to despise. Strong definitions say disesteem, despise, disdain, contempt. Think to scorn, vile person, right? This is a vile person. This is a disdain person. Let's get this. Listen to what Job say. Because the buzzwords in here, disdained, vile person, right? It say to be vile, worthless. So let's go back and get Job. This is Job chapter 30. Man, you can't get around this, man. This Job 30 and 1. But now they that are younger than I is not one of those words for small was younger. Yes, it was. Job said, Job 30 and 1, but now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdain to have sit with the dogs of my flock. Let's look up this word disdain, man. See, they are small, man. You the smallest out of all the nations, man. Let's look at this word disdain. It said, now, but they that are younger, right? Younger, little, insignificant. It say younger, young, youngest, right? Least, little, small. Now, let's go back. Let's play this word.
Strong's H 6810. Zaire. Zaire. Second entry. Zaor. Zaor.
Now you see this is
Third
two.
entry. Zaire. Zaire.
So you see this is two different words, man. I was in the one in Obadiah. It still go back to younger, small, insignificant. The word say. So let's look up this word, disdain. H3988. Because one of the words when I looked up despise in Obadiah 1, it said, look at this. Man, show you how cold this is, man.
Strong's H 3988. My ass. My ass.
It say to reject, despise, refuse. What it say in Hebrews 12, man? Though it sorted carefully with tears, man, he was rejected, man, because he found no place of repentance, right? It said to reject, despise, refuse, to reject, to despise, to be rejected. Despise, refuse, reject, abhor, become loathsome, melt away. Strong definitions say to disappear, abhor, cast away, contemn, despise, disdain, melt away, refuse, reject, reprobate, utterly vile person. Come on, man. It said the same thing in Obadiah about the word despise and small. Said the same thing, man, that it say in Job 30. That's how you know Job is talking about Edomites, man. Let's go back and read it again. Job 30 and 1. But now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I will have disdain to have sit with the dogs of my flock. Yeah, whereto might the strength of their hands profit me, in whom old age were, it said, was perished. Let's look at this word perished. Just look this up. H6. It say, let's play this.
Strong's H6. Avad. Avad.
Yeah. It say perish, vanish, go astray, be destroyed, perish, die, be exterminated, perish, vanish, be lost, to destroy, kill, cause to perish, to give up, exterminate, to blot out. What did the Lord say? He said he will blot their name from under heaven, man. Right? Let's get that. It said to blot out, do away with, cause to vanish, cause to stray, lose, to destroy, put to death, or divine judgment. Strong definition. It's a destroy, break, destroy. It's a not escape, fail, lose, perish. And surely, it says, surely take, be undone, utterly be void of, have no way to flee. So this word is say to blot out. Let's get this. This is Deuteronomy 25. Deuteronomy 25 and 19. It say, therefore it shall be when the Lord Yahweh thy God have given thee rest from all thy enemies round about in the land which the Lord Yahweh thy God giveth thee for an inheritance to possess it, that thou shalt blot out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven. Thou shalt not forget it. They're gonna be blotted out, man. It said Amalek. So who is Job talking to in Job 30 and 1? He talking to the Edomites, man. It say back in Job 30 and 2, whereto might the strength of their hand profit me, in whom old age was perished, right? For want and famine, they were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness in former time, desolate and waste, who cut up mallows by the bushes and juniper roots for their meat. Let's look at this word mallow. H44, 8. Listen to this. It say a plant that grows in salt marshes. Okay? That's why these devils love marshmallows around the fire, eating marshmallows and s'mores, man. Because they was eating this, man. Okay? Going back. It said, who cut up mallows by the bushes and juniper root for their meats. Let's look at the word juniper root. Let's see what that is. Because these devils in the caves, man. It say broom plant, a kind of broom plant, juniper root. It say It's pole-like stems, juniper, tree. You see, it say they were driven forth from among men. They cry after them as after a thief to dwell in the cliffs of the valleys, in the caves of the earth, and in the rocks. They were driven forth from among men. They cry after them as after a thief, a fugitive and a vagabond. That's what they is. John 10 and 10 tell you that, right? A thief cometh not but to steal and to kill and to destroy. What does it say in Exodus 21 and 16? Hey, matter of fact, real quick, let's get that. Exodus 21 and 16 reads, He that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death. So what are they? Thieves, man. And Shalom, Kiona, Bath, Yashua, Shalom, sister. How about Shema Shabrakatah? So back in Job 30 and verse 5, it said, They were driven forth from among men. They cry after them as after a thief, to dwell in the cliffs of the valleys, in the caves of the earth, in the rock and in the rocks, among the bushes they braided. What does the word braided mean? Let's look this up. They braided. Let's play this.
Strong's H 5101. Nahak.
It says to braid, cry out. It say to braid as an ass, a donkey, scream from hunger, braid. So they couldn't even talk, man. Okay, it said among the bushes they braided, sounding like donkeys and horses, man, and cows. Under the meadows they were gathered together. They were children of fools. They were children of fools, yeah, children of base men. They were viler than the earth. That word despise, when we looked it up in Obadiah 1, it said they were vile men, man. They are vile. Nothing. Insignificant. Just like it said in small, man. Come on, man. This ain't rocket science, man. This is simple. This is Isaiah 19 and 3. It reads, let's see, because now that all this have been exposed, the Lord say made them bow. Everybody know who they are, right? Everybody know your judgment. What they're gonna do? They're gonna seek to their idol, their witchcraft, man. Because that's all they had. That's what they've been doing since the beginning of time, man. Okay? That's all they got. But it ain't working. None of it is working. That's why they have an opioid crisis, which come from them. Suicide rate, which come from them. They are dying fast and they can be born, which comes from them. Why? And the Lord saying in Deuteronomy 37, He will put all these curses on our enemies, man. Right? And all that hate us. Isaiah 19 and 3. Because this is what you left with when the Lord said He shall destroy their counsel. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof. Who? Yahweh. And they shall seek to the idols, and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to wizards. Right? This is Isaiah 47 and verse 8. Because all they got left is seeking to familiar spirits and wizards. Therefore, hear now this, thou that art given to pleasure, that dwellest carelessly, that says in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. Neither shall I sit as a widow. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. Hold on. That's the same thing it said in Revelation 18. Let's read it. Revelation 18 and verse 5. For her sins have reached into heaven, and God have remembered her iniquity. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her according to her works in the cup which she hath filled. Fill to her double how much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously. So much torment and sorrow give her, for she saith in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow, and shall not see sorrow. You see? in verse therefore, it say, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burnt with fire, for stronger the Lord Yahweh, but Yahweh shall power who judgeth her. So you see, she said, what? For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow and shall see no sorrow. Same thing as seeing Isaiah, man. Same thing, man. Talking to these devils. Like in Isaiah 47 and verse 8, I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of when it say in her perfection, meaning when you read in Job 20, it say when thou get ready to sit down and eat, the Lord shall rain upon them in the fullness. When they think they about to fully perform their enterprise, the Lord gonna throw a monkey wrench in it, man. Right? It say, they shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries, for the great abundance of thine enchantments, for thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou have said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it have perverted thee, and thou hast said in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me. Therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, when thou shalt not know. Stand now with thy enchantments, and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. When they had to leave from England, right? What they was doing? When you go look it up on Google, man, all that Freemasonry, right? Witchcraft, man. They've been doing that from their youth, man. This guy, George Washington and Quincy Adams and John Adams and all these guys, man. Okay? Benjamin Franklin. They've been doing witchcraft from their youth, man. It say, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth, if so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail. Thou art weary in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee. Now, back in Isaiah 19, in verse 4, say, and the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts. Hey, it tell you in Jeremiah 50 that in verse 9, it say what? Let's read it. Jeremiah 59. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. The arrow shall be of a mighty expert man, none shall return in vain. This is Isaiah 13 and 17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. You see? Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. Hey, because you didn't spare children, right? When you rape, rob, pillage, plunder the world, starting with the Hebrew Israelites, so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indian Haitians, you didn't regard the old and young. So the Lord say he say will stir up the Medes against them. Their bows shall also dash the young men to pieces. They shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when power overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it dwell in from generation to generation. This is how you know they ain't talking about the ancient Babylon. Because the ancient Babylon, they got hotels and they living over there, man. The ancient Babylon is in business right now, man. Okay? It says, shall, and Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of Chaldees' excellence shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. Showing you this ain't talking about the ancient Babylon, man. Okay? Because people living over there. They living right now. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation, neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. You see? So you know this place, man. You know the Lord say, because of thy great wisdom and thy traffic, man. Do what? Your imports and exports, man. You got a port in every state in North America, man. Okay, every major city got a port, man. Every major city in these states in America have a port, man. Okay, this is what you do. Oh, and it said in Revelation, man, 18. Let me get that. Revelation 18 and 17, it say, for in 1 hour so great riches it come to naught, and every shipmaster and all the company and ships and sailors, and as many as trade by sea, stood far off, man. So through your traffic, right? Your import and exporting, man. Everybody know the Lord have made you bear, man. You have been revealed. Just give up the ghost, man. Yeah, I just want to go and do a part two of this before I move on, because a lot of prophecy playing out right now, man. A lot of things going on. You just had this guy, Dr. Schaffner. I'm watching the news. They asked him, this one doctor, did he take the COVID? Did he take the COVID-19? He told them no. They wait until all the other people in the hospital get it first, because they're the ones that's got to deal with the patient's hands on. He telling me he after everybody else get it, he going, you know, the devil ain't taking that mess, man. Hey, so Lord willing is edifying. He got to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rekar Kodash, the bonus to the apostles and elders of great millstone who rule well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all of Israel, whether you can accept it or not. And the sincere salutation to all the doctrine, pushing this truth and believing this truth throughout the four winds of the earth, the entire world, waking up the hope for the elect. And shalom to the Wathim who are listening, learning, to the Outwath who are listening, learning, the few sisters who are listening, learning. Lord willing, edifying. Till next time I say shalom, wa baba ball. Hey, the Roman Empire, the Empire of the Edomites. Babylon Great, North America, the Empire of the Edomites, man. Till next time I say shalom. The water for tuning in. May Yahweh Shema Shah continue to bless you in your houses. Stay prayed up. Shalom.